Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where we're working step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets. They're available to download in US letter or A4 to accompany each step of this series. There's also a page with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also access information about the books that I have available. I've written How to Take Your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to best make use of the time when you're actually in the exam room working through your exam paper. So if you can visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that'd be really fab, and subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more to come. And now we're going to continue with this rather hefty subject of transposition. And so if you want to turn in your PDF document to page or section D, that'll just give you a brief reminder of the things that we're talking about. And you may also want to have section C to hand with all of your key signatures, or by all means write them out yourself and get used to writing the circle of fifths so that you can quickly sketch that out. No trouble when it comes to exam time. And so we're going to turn to page 18 to exercise 6. And we're going to carry on with some transposition. And so now this exercise asks us to transpose these passages up a major second. So we're transposing up, so that they will now sound at concert pitch when played by the instruments in B flat. So remember, because a transposing instrument in B flat, if it plays a C, it sounds a B flat. And so what we're doing in this exercise is, if we want it to sound a C, it needs to play a D. And so we've moved everything up a major second accordingly, so that it will now sound at that concert pitch. And so we need to just adjust the intervals to work out the scales. And so here what we can see has happened is we're in the key of E flat major here. Whether it's E flat major or C minor, it doesn't really matter. The principle works out the same as you adjust all of the accidentals, and so it's just easier to think of it in the major key. And so E flat, oops, raised a major second takes us to F, and so now we're going to be thinking in F major, and everything has gone up a step on the stave. We've gone up a whole step, a major second on the stave. And so we just quickly sketch out. So by all means have a go at this yourself now, just sketching out the rest of this exercise with everything up a major second. So I'm hoping you've had a little go of this. And so now that will be a B. Of course it's a B flat, but you don't need to worry about that. Your key signature takes care of all of that. That's an E. That's a D. F. Dot that. C. Octave C. E. G. D, octave D. And so visually you're just raising everything up a step, and there aren't any accidentals to worry about in this particular exercise. So this one's pretty straightforward. Just pops, that was a bit sketchy. There we go. So we're going to have to do a bit of thinking for ourselves in this next one. By all means, press pause, have a go and see if you can figure it out, and then we'll work through this together. So now we're going to have a look at this one here. So we're on to B. And so let's think about this. We're going a major second higher. At the moment this is in E flat major. No, it's not. It's in B flat major. It's got E flat. Silly me. It's in B flat major. So B flat major, upper major second takes you to C. So now we've got no key signature at all because we've gone from B flat major to C. And that rather obviously proves the point of a B flat instrument having to play a C to sound a B flat. That's the tuning of the instrument. So now we've just got to sketch everything out and just keep our eyes peeled for any accidentals and see how that will relate to the key signature. So there's no key signature in fact because we're in C major. And so we can just crack straight on. So that's a C, G. Oh, I think I got a bit carried away there. Dear me, G, C, D, E, G, F, E, D, D, G, D, E, F. And now what's happened here, this in the original was an E flat that has been raised by a natural sign. Here this is an F natural, and so to raise that we need to add a sharp to raise it by a semitone, so that becomes an F sharp. But then we've gone back to the key signature by lowering that back to the flat, and so what we need to now do is go back to the key signature and lower that by a natural sign, and that's now correct. And if you're not sure, you can always just check the intervals if you just use the piano keyboard to help you. And so you can see that here that's gone from an E flat to an E natural, so an E flat to an E natural is a semitone higher, and so you can see we've gone from an F natural to an F sharp, a semitone higher. So you can always double check the intervals that way to make sure you've gone the correct distance. So now we just need some bar lines, and you can see here's our tonic of B flat, and that relates to our tonic of C major here, so you know that we've done the right thing. We've not gone out as we're copying, so a bit of a double check there as well. So that's all the thinking done now for that one. Just a few little slurs, some articulation marks, and piano. Okay, a little bit of a busy one next for the performer. So here at the moment we're in C major, and if we need to go upper major second, we're going up to D major now, so we now need to add a key signature of 2 sharps. So clef, 2 sharps in the key signature making D major, because we've gone from C major up to D major. And then we'll just have to think how that key signature is going to be affected by these accidentals coming up. So if you just take it a step at a time, it's not too overwhelming. So upper step takes us to E. So let's just keep moving everything up a step from the original. So now we're going down to a D. This is sharpened. It's not affected by the key signature, so we'll just sharpen that. And then let's carry on. And so now it's still a D, and the natural is just showing that that's now gone. So we'll just translate that natural, just transplant that across. That's not really doing a job, but it's in the original, so we'll include it. The bar line's already done that for us, really. So just a bit of copying here. So we're on an E now. G, C. And so here, this is an A. This has been raised. And so there's nothing in the key signature affecting that, so we'll just raise it by a sharp, just the same. And then we have the same again, so we're just going to sharpen it again. There we go. That's that. So we've just got all the bits and bobs to do now. But we've done all of the thinking. By all means, use a ruler. Trying to be quick here. It's not so bad if you just take things a step at a time. Don't worry about stems and so on until you've done all the thinking of your note heads and sharps and so on. So just articulation. So if I just put simulate, that'll do the job. There we go, I suppose we could put presto. To be thorough, there we go then, that's the end of that exercise. Well, I hope you're finding this helpful. There's lots more to come, you'll get to grips with it, I'm sure. There's lots of exercises still to come, so you're going to get lots of practice at this. If you can give me a like, that would be fab, and please subscribe to my channel, and please do visit sharonbeale.com and make use of all the resource available to you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.